So the topic I'm going to discuss today is the incident violating the First Amendment right due to Colin Kaepernick, a pro football player for the San Francisco 49ers. So the first time this happened, it was August 26th, 2016, and it was the first preseason of the football season, just a little background. And everybody was getting ready to do that national anthem, but Colin Kaepernick declined to do the national anthem and decided to sit out on the sideline. Due to this, there was so much media backlash and a lot of other stuff came with it. But everybody, the main thing that was being said is that how people were reacting was a violation to his First Amendment right, considering that everybody has the freedom of speech and you have the freedom to act and say what you want without repercussions. But due to this, Colin Kaepernick ultimately lost his position in the NFL and ultimately lost his career. This is important, this unit, because when we were talking about the First Amendment, it is literally in the Constitution that people have the freedom of speech and the freedom to act the way they want without whatever they're saying can incriminate them. And that's why this is important. But getting back to the unit, there was a lot of stuff discussing the amendment. And this one really stuck out to me because as an athlete, I couldn't imagine doing something that I felt was right and then losing my career because of it. Do I agree completely for him kneeling for the national anthem? No. My brother's in the military and I have a lot of respect for the flag and everything that resembles America, but he was just doing something that he felt, and he was justified to do what he felt was right, even though a lot of people didn't agree with him. I think this situation is very important, especially potentially going into a career in mass communication, because you always have to remember that whatever you do, even if you think it's right, there still could be some negative repercussions or incidents that can make or break your whole career. Yes, you might think something is right and you have every right as an American citizen in terms of the law to express yourself, but in today's world, you really have to remember that everything you do with social media and all of that, it all ends up potentially being a massive backlash in your face. So I just really dove into this topic and just learned a lot about the situation. And I understand why he did what he did, but I think it could have been handled better. And I think that maybe the NFL wasn't the correct place, considering that a majority of the fans are patriots and love America like myself. And I mean, it's just one of those things that he did, and he felt a certain way about it and he expressed it, but other people didn't see that and he ultimately lost his career. But I just think this topic that I've discussed is just very important, and it just shows you how your First Amendment right, while you have the right to say the things you want, there's always going to be repercussions for your actions.